Howdy folks, how are y'all doing? My name is Reese and welcome to Howdy Folks MC, where today we are inside of Tekkit 2 and I wanted to do a tutorial for a special type of sort of trash system that I built to very quickly and easily dispose of things regardless of where I am in the world. So the only trash can option you have in Tekkit 2 for whatever reason is the void chest, and the void chest is kind of awful. If we go ahead and demonstrate it, let me grab some stone here, and of course stone is something that can be condensed, so you don't often need to throw it away, but just for the sake of a demonstration, if we start to fill up the void chest, you'll notice that items don't start getting deleted until they get past the halfway mark in the chest, which means that anything in the first half of the chest just stays here forever, which kind of makes the void chest a little bit useless. Why is it so big? Why not just have it be half the size and everything that gets thrown in there gets deleted? I've heard people say that this is so you don't accidentally delete things, but in my opinion, if you accidentally throw away something important, that's on you, and it should burn. And also, if you're throwing away a whole lot of stuff, you need it to be thrown away quickly, and you can't be having this thing fill up. Also, it's inconvenient to have to come back to the house, so I'm going to be showing you a different way of building a... I called it a bye-bye bag because I was being funny in my Let's Play series, but it's actually really easy to build. First things first, you'll need a chest. Any regular old chest will do. For the sake of this demonstration, I'm going to be doing it with an oak chest, which is, I mean, you know how to build one of those now, hopefully. So we'll just kind of throw that up on the wall here. Now, wherever you put this, you're going to need at least 1 or 2 blocks of space underneath. 2 if you want to go straight down with this, or 1 and then 1 to the side. So I'll show you later where I put mine, because it doesn't actually have to be anywhere that's easily accessible. You could bury it, you could have the chest be at floor height or just above, but for the sake of demonstration, take your chest, and then you're going to want to build the gravity feed transport pipe, which is just a bit of iron, a bit of glass, and a bit of stone. Now, it says that it extracts items slowly, and maybe that's the default behavior, but in Tekkit 2 it is not slow. So if we plop that on there and we put something in there for the purposes of demonstration, like let's say we get some stones and we put those in there, they're immediately going to start dropping off on the ground. I suppose you could put lava underneath it if you wanted to, but what we're going to do next is take the void transport pipe, which destroys items, and it's also extremely simple to build: glass, redstone, and an ink sac. So this is all stuff that you can get really early game. Plop that onto the end, and now, when I throw things in this chest, as you can see, they are rapidly drained by the gravity pipe. This doesn't require any kind of power or anything. It just pulls them right out of the bottom of the chest and voids them out of existence, which is fantastic, but we can actually go a step further. Instead of using a regular chest or any kind of iron chest, what we can do is we can swap that out for an ender chest. Now, these are not Minecraft ender chests. You see they've got a slightly different recipe. This is from a mod called Ender Storage, and you're going to need blaze rod, obsidian, wool, a regular chest, you can recycle the one you used earlier, and an ender pearl. So this isn't necessarily super early game, but it's not late game either. You should have a lot of these materials a couple hours into the pack, or a few hours into the pack, kind of depending on what you're prioritizing. So once you build that, that can pair up with any other ender chests that is marked white, white, white. So there's actually over 4,000 channels, and the way you configure them is using dyes, which is a little bit more complex. But the next thing you're going to want to build, because right now this is just a regular chest, and it works the same way. I can put stone in that, and it'll automatically get drawn out and voided. But I said we could use this anywhere, and that's where the ender pouch comes in. So when you have an ender pouch, you can right-click it to, or shift right-click it to pair it to the ender chest. Now, by default, it's going to come out with 3 white symbols, which will match the 3 white symbols on top of here, meaning we don't have to sync it. But now, anywhere in the world, so let's say we go outside here, we can go ahead, and we can open up our ender pouch, and we have the same inventory as what's inside of that chest, and you can even see the chest opening when we do that. And then you can put in your stone, and as you can see, it's getting drained, and if we look back inside here, you'll see that, yeah, it's voiding the items from no matter where we are. Now, if you already have an ender chest that you're using, and you don't want it to do this, what you can do is you can grab some dye, or an ink sac, or let's say we wanted to set this up on, you know what? When you think of a void, you might think of it being a dark sort of space. So what you can do is you can add all ink to the top of that, make it all black. Take this and shift right click it so that it matches, and there you go. And again, using all the different colors, and if you're confused about what colors, don't type in dye. Here's a hint for you, just type in wool. Here's all the colors available to you, and you can configure them in any which way you want and get over 4,000 possible combinations. But now you have a void chest with which you can void anything. And you know what? It doesn't delete things instantly. So if I accidentally sat some ender chests in there and realized, oh no, wait a minute, I still have time to pull them out. Although, if there's nothing else in here in this lineup, I guess that's only useful if you're voiding your entire inventory. If you just shift-click on that in there, you're pretty much done for. But I did say that I was using this setup myself, and that is true. Mine is over here in my basement, along with just an absolute mess of creatures. It's a bit chaotic down here, but I just shoved it in the back here, and I have, like I said before, I call this thing the bye-bye bag, because I was being funny, and no matter where I am in my world, I can just throw things in there and they get voided. I can do the same on the moon. So here I am on the moon with my moon chicken. Don't act like you don't have a moon chicken. And now the moon chicken has a baby. How fun. So we're going to grab ourselves some more random junk that we don't need. Let's go with bricks. They're worth a bit more now. So we're actually throwing away quality value items. And there they go. They're gone. Now that might depend on whether or not you have a world loader, or I suppose, what are they called? A world spike set up near here. So I have one right here, standard world spike, to keep this chunk loaded. I don't know if that's necessary or not, if you want to do this across dimensions. I've yet to go anywhere, though, where I can't get access to that thing if I need to go ahead and delete something. Like, yeah, sure, there's 32 EMC in an egg, but do I really want to condense it? Do I really need this extra chest? All gone. So I think that works if you're just looking to void a whole lot of things. It works a lot better than the void chest, which is just kind of irritating in the way that it doesn't actually void items. Let's just get rid of it. Let's just get rid of the darn thing. Hope you folks enjoyed that. If you want to check out my Tekkit Let's Play, I'll have a link to it in the description as well as the pinned comment. Till next time, thank you folks for watching, God bless you, and I'll see you later. Goodbye!